Hey guys, welcome to Tactics to Glory. This is Suman here, and I am joined today with Jojo. And we are gonna be doing a video on the present status of Premier League as to which clubs are sitting where do we actually predict them to be finishing the season at. So right now we have completed the 30 game week 31. Only two teams, which is Crystal Palace and City, have played one game less, so they are having game 30 games which they have played. But other than that, all teams have played their 31 games. We will talk about each of their positions and what we think where they will probably end. And obviously, at the end, we will try to predict. As we know, recently just a week back, we had the Carabao Cup, which was finished. So City won that against Arsenal. We have still the FA Cup, which is there, but we will try to predict as part of this video where the Premier League will go and probably the top five positions, which are very important for the Champions League spots. So that being said, we will start off with the bottom half of the Premier League, and we will talk about the relegation zone first, and then we will probably go towards the top part of it.
Okay.
So, I will talk about four clubs in in a set because three of them are right now in relegation zone already, and one of them is very close to it, like with literally 1 point difference. So the three clubs which are in the last three positions. So starting off with the 20th position, it is with Wolves. Wolves are having 17 points. Then we have in 19th position Burnley. Burnley is having 20th point. So before I go on to the other two, Jojo, do you think these two will, according to me, they will remain 19th and 20th? It can swap in between them, but they will remain 19th, 20th, and they will be relegated. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think I don't even think Wolves will be able to, you know, go above Burnley. I think they are at their correct position and they'll end the season at 19th and 20th in Premier League. Wolves did have a good run in the last
Suddenly,
5 or 6 games, but I think a little too late. Little too
yep,
late.
yep. So I think, especially if I talk about Wolves, I think there are few good players. So probably if they are moving to championship, it's a good opportunity for big clubs to actually pick them up. And
Joao Gomez and all.
yeah, so there are opportunities in that club. Now, talking about the next two, now this is where it becomes very tricky. West Ham is in 18th position. They have 29 points. And Tottenham, the so-called part of the Big Six, what we call, are same matches played, 31 matches, and they are just 1 point above, which is 30 points. And as we know, Tottenham is in a very bad form. They have lot of players who are injured. Probably now there is a big gap, so probably maybe one or two players might come back, but they have
Come back home.
long time injuries for a lot of players. So, what do you think about these two guys?
Um, a season where Arsenal becomes a champion and Spurs gets relegated. This is like dreams of Arsenal fans. I think. I think Arsenal will age it. They will not get relegated. If Spurs gets relegated, this it'll be like blunder from their management and everything, right? Their new coach being brought in, Igor Tudor, not getting the team up to the mark. They spent a lot in this very summer transfer window, getting like big names like Xavi Simons and all. Didn't click, I think, but I think it is. I think West Ham will also come out of the drop zone. I think Spurs is also going to stay above the top zone. I think there's somebody else who's going to get the third
So the
position.
nearest candidate to go down is Nottingham Forest, you are predicting? Nottingham Forest is the nearest
Yes,
guy, which is in
yes,
16th position. And Nottingham Forest is presently 2 points above Spurs. But before I tell about my prediction, I will talk about two things. Okay. Point number one. Let me tell you who West Ham are facing in the month of April. I'm not going into May, okay? In the month of,
Okay.
so 7 matches left,
Let's see
right?
the fixtures.
7 matches left. So
Hmm.
West Ham faces Wolves, West Ham
Okay.
faces Crystal Palace, and West
Okay.
Ham faces Everton,
Tough matches.
okay?
Hmm.
And if I go into May, West Ham faces Arsenal, which is a super tough match, but they can, because like when people are in relegation zone, they sometimes play
They'll go
above
all
and
guns
beyond, right?
blazing.
So they have matches against
Backs to
Newcastle.
wall. Hmm.
Newcastle.
Hmm.
I think Newcastle match they
Newcastle.
might
Okay.
win. Okay. I have a sort of a feeling about it.
Hmm.
Brentford, and the last match is Leeds.
See, this is why I think West Ham has a chance of coming out of the drop zone.
Exactly.
I think they have winnable matches and matches where they can come off with a weird point. Like as you mentioned against Arsenal, um, we'll have to see at what juncture that match comes in. Like Arsenal will be vying for Champions League and all at that point of time, right? So they might drop some points at in this crucial fixture. So I also think West Ham has enough chances to come out of the drop zone and just out of, you can say, biasness of the top six, I feel Spurs will also make it. Like they have, they're too big a club to get relegated. I
This
feel.
is this is where I actually have a
You
different,
differ?
yep. Reason I will
Okay.
tell you. So Spurs is facing Sunderland, okay?
Not an easy fixture. Hmm.
Spurs is facing Brighton, and then Spurs is
Okay.
facing Wolves. So these are the three matches in the April month. I think Spurs can max to max get 3 points or max 4 points out of these three matches. They don't get 9 points out of this. Okay.
9 points will be a
Yeah, not
tough
nine.
thing to do.
Even
Hmm.
I would not say they won't be like undefeated. It's not possible. They will get defeated in one of the matches. Okay. But interesting point in the month of May. The first match they are facing Aston Villa, stronger than them, definitely stronger.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Then they face Leeds, again stronger than them right now, according to Premier League.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Then they face Chelsea,
Okay.
and this
Okay.
is where they get relegated. Okay, I'm not even going into the last match, but last match they won't win it. It is against Everton. Everton will definitely defeat them unless they come up with something. So April month still okay. They have to get lot of points. If not, May will be very difficult for them.
May will be a difficult I just want to point one thing out. Even Spurs know that they are getting into relegation zone and they will try to, fight tooth and nail to come out. The reason that Spurs went into this sort of a way was because they were vying for Champions Leagues and all. Now that's done. They only have Premier League to consider. I don't think they are in FA Cup also. They've been relegated out of FA Cup. Can you just check?
FA Cup, I will check that.
Even if it's just FA Cup and Premier League, I would say they will, because getting relegated to the championship is a huge loss for them after the kind of wages and
Yeah,
big
FA Cup is
spends and
also done for them. So FA
yeah.
Cup
So it's
quarters, FA Cup
only Premier
quarterfinals,
League.
FA Cup
Hmm.
quarterfinals is first quarterfinal is City Liverpool. Okay,
Okay.
then
Hmm.
you have Chelsea Port Vale. Okay,
Okay.
I don't know from where. Okay, and then you have Arsenal Southampton. This is gonna
Okay.
be a tricky fixture. Okay, Southampton won't
Hmm.
let them
Hmm.
easily win it. And then you have West Ham versus Leeds.
West Ham Leeds. Okay. So West Ham is still there in FA
And
Cup.
that is where
So
it becomes difficult for West Ham because now they have to
mm,
manage in that bottom half. They are the team who has to manage both the things.
both the competition. Yes, I think. See, now that they have only 7 games of Premier League to like concentrate on, and with players coming back, right? Also, there were a lot of injuries. I think Romero will be back from
Yep.
his suspension. Um, Spence and everybody is back. So I think they will find some momentum, and if they're able to carry the April momentum into May,
Hmm.
I think they'll get enough points to just barely make. So you need to get 40 points is what they say, right? If you get 40 points, you're safe.
I don't see Spurs getting 10 points here.
11 points you don't see them getting in 8
I
matches,
see around
in
8.
7
I
matches.
I see around 8 or 9 points max.
Okay.
I see.
Even with 8 or 9 points, I think they'll still be able to make it because other team will falter there. I'm on the notion that Spurs don't get relegated. Maybe because West Ham now has FA Cup to worry about. Maybe West Ham gets the
But
brunt of it.
you were correct in one point, which is Nottingham Forest, right? Nottingham Forest May is crazy. Crazy May they
Yeah,
have because
yeah,
April is still okay for Nottingham Forest. April they have few matches which they can win. However, they have difficult matches as well. So they have Aston Villa at home, so that will be difficult. But they have Burnley and they have Sunderland. So I think out of these three matches, they get only 3 points, which is probably
yeah.
Burnley, right?
Probably
They
Burnley.
can get a draw here and there, but not more than that, right? But what becomes difficult for them is the month of May. They face Chelsea at home. They they go to Stamford Bridge, then they at home they take on Newcastle. Okay. Then they play in Old Trafford Man United. And then finally they play Bournemouth at their home. These four matches they get
Uh
0 point, probably.
yeah, yeah. I
So
think that's what I'm thinking. Like probably both West Ham and Spurs. Spurs, I think they'll make it. They are big enough club, and with people back, they will be able. And if they're concentrating only on Premier League, they will. They have enough good quality players to be in Premier League. West Ham, if they do not mess up anywhere else, they'll fall into the relegation. Like they'll stay in relegation zone. I think Nottingham Forest will be the new addition in April or May. That is where I see this going.
yeah, Nottingham Forest will be in the mix. Only 2 points
Yeah,
ahead, right? So I think these three guys, anybody can get relegated. I don't see
yeah.
even one of them performing in a huge way like okay, we have to think about it. Okay, is this guy playing really well? Probably not.
No,
Out of this entire set, I would say Nottingham Forest is the informed team because last match they defeated Spurs. That was their last match. Okay,
that
31st.
was a huge win for them.
3-0. But we have to think about the matches before that. So they drew to
Hmm.
Fulham at home, and they got to Man City and got a draw. So in the last three matches, and three matches, all three of them were difficult. Okay, so they have
Yeah.
Spurs, they have Fulham, they have City, and they got 5 points. So though we are saying that the matches are difficult, but Nottingham Forest somehow, I feel they have that grunt that
They
they have that grunt
scrape
that
through.
I would remain in the Premier. I will remain in the
Hmm.
Premier League. I won't go out of it. So that is how I feel, and that is the passion which Spurs is lacking right now. So unless
I
there is
think
new
another
blood
big
added,
point of
yeah.
another point that can add to this, like adding masala to this, will be injuries. Like if there are fresh injuries to even Spurs players or Nottingham Forest players, I think that will be very difficult, especially if it's Nottingham Forest. If because the set of fixtures that you just said they have in May,
Hmm.
I don't think they get those done without someone like Murillo or someone like Gibbs White. If they miss out on those matches,
And
it will be very difficult.
honestly speaking, there is one team just 1 point ahead of this entire set, that is Leeds, with only like Nottingham Forest is on 32 points, Leeds is on 33 points. However, Leeds has a very easy fixture, like set of fixture
Hmm.
which they have compared to these guys, the other guys, it is much easier. So if I just take I just talk about it, they have United obviously at Old Trafford, might be a difficult match for them, but they have after that Wolves, Bournemouth, then they have Burnley, then obviously Spurs, which might be a decider for them. Leeds versus Spurs, right?
Hmm.
That might be who goes up and who goes down.
Yeah.
Then they
Yeah.
have Brighton, then they have West Ham. So West Ham versus Leeds is the last match of Leeds. So this
Yeah. I
match
think
might be a decider for West Ham or Leeds. They
or
both might
Leeds.
be very
Yes.
close to each other because there is only
Yeah.
3 points between them, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. But I think just by the fact that they are already at 33 point and they just basically need 7 points out of the next seven fixtures,
I
I
think
think
Leeds.
they'll age it. They'll age it.
Yeah,
Leeds stays. And
yeah,
probably they end up at 16th or 17th only.
yeah. So right now Leeds is at 15th. I don't see them going below 15th. I see on 15th only.
Yeah. Um,
I think rest there will be a fight for the 16th, 17th, and 18th position between Nottingham Forest, Spurs, and West Ham. It can go either way between these three.
yeah.
Right, then we have Crystal Palace, 6 points ahead of Leeds. I think Crystal Palace remains in 14th position. 39 points is good, meaning they are
Good
cleared.
enough. They're
They
clear.
they are clear.
Their
Plus,
season is done.
yeah, and they will like consistently do it. Probably here and there, one draw here, one draw there, and they will easily go above 42, 43 points easily. I probably more than that actually. 39 they already
Yeah.
have, so probably around 40,
Just
46,
just for
47.
reference, um, Conference League positions are till eighth. I'm guessing, right? Eight,
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
five, eight, right? So, what is the point for eighth right now?
Eighth right now. Wait 1 second.
Yeah,
Eighth right now is in 46.
46. And these Crystal Palace is in 39.
39. Yep.
So they are 5 points away from a Europe position. So even if because I'm just asking because Crystal Palace has played Europe this season, right?
They are
So
still
that
there.
might be their target. Yeah, they're still there. So that might be their target to get into Europe again, right? So they'll try to push for the last Conference League position, but I do feel that they don't have the firepower for that. Like Strad Larson hasn't been that prolific up front like Mateta was, and with the kind of injuries and the people they have lost in this season, like Eze and Gueye, I don't see them getting the last Conference League. I see them ending the season at 11th in the bottom half, but like at 10, 11, 12 somewhere there.
Okay. Then probably we should talk about a group which is very closely sitting together. Within 2 points, there are 5 teams. Okay, within 2 points. So in 42 points, we have Newcastle and Bournemouth with a goal difference of -1 and -2, so it can go anywhere.
Anyway,
Okay.
one goal.
Then
Hmm.
you have Sunderland and Brighton in 43 points. And
Hmm.
Brighton has a positive goal difference, which is +4, which is a big, huge thing for
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Brighton, right? However, Sunderland has -4. So Newcastle Bournemouth, if they defeat Sunderland, they also go up. Sunderland, okay?
Yeah.
And then you have Fulham at 44 with a goal difference of -1. So
Hmm.
5 teams in the span of 2 points. I see them finishing between these positions, like
What are the five? What are the five teams again?
Fulham, Brighton, Sunderland, Newcastle, Bournemouth.
Okay.
I think out of this lot, I see promise in Newcastle right now. Okay, I feel Fulham will go downward circle because Fulham was very good at the start. Now they are
Hmm.
faltering a bit. Brighton presently in very high form, very good form they
Hmm.
are. But just to put into context, right? So let's go through a few matches of how what kind of matches they are facing. So Bournemouth has Arsenal, Newcastle, and Leeds this month, April.
Arsenal, Newcastle, Leeds. Okay.
Okay, so Newcastle is a direct uh,
Competition. Yeah.
competition, same point there. So whoever wins
Hmm.
that goes top, right? And in the month of May, they have Crystal Palace again in the same group, not same group, just below them,
Just below.
just below 2 3 points. They have Fulham in May, so that is also a decider for them. Then they have Man City, and the last match they are facing is Nottingham Forest.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they have two decider matches for themselves. But Bournemouth, I feel, is a good team and can get good results out. I feel somehow Bournemouth can get some good results out, but they are
How many of them are at home of the 7 matches?
how many of them are at home? So presently Arsenal away, Newcastle away, Leeds is at home. So they lose the first two matches for sure, probably. Probably.
That's the thing. I think Bournemouth away is very bad this season. They have been very good at home, pretty average
So
away
I will
from
tell you, they have only three matches left in home. One is Crystal Palace, one is Leeds, another one is City. Rest all are
City. They
away.
lose. Crystal Palace they draw probably. Leeds also. I'm guessing they draw. I don't see Bournemouth in the 5 names that you just gave me. I
Hmm.
think Bournemouth will be the bottom one,
Hmm.
followed by Sunderland,
Sunderland,
then
exactly.
Fulham, Brighton, and Newcastle. Of the 5 teams, Newcastle will be the first. Then I think will be Brighton. Then it will be Fulham.
But Newcastle and Fulham is the last match for Newcastle, as well as Fulham. Season's last match, the
I think
68th match.
yeah, I think Newcastle will by then will get that momentum going.
But
They also are away out of Champions League. They're
But
out of
you also think this way, right? Newcastle, as part of the seven matches, they play a lot of teams who are sitting in the bottom half fighting for relegation. So those teams won't let Newcastle win. Like they face
who,
West
who,
Ham, they play Nottingham Forest, they play Brighton, they play
Brighton is in their group, right? In that
yeah,
5 team,
in
right?
their group, they play Crystal
So
Palace. So
West Ham and Nottingham Forest, right? They
West
don't
Ham
play
and
Spurs.
Nottingham Forest, they don't play Spurs. No.
Yeah. So in these two fixtures, West Ham and Nottingham Forest, any of them are at home for Newcastle.
For Newcastle, uh, for Newcastle, which two matches?
West Ham, Nottingham Forest.
West Ham is at home, Nottingham Forest is away.
Yeah, I think West Ham won at home. They'll be able to probably get the 3 points. Nottingham Forest might be one of them where they drop points. They get like a draw somewhere there. But I still think Newcastle, because Champions League is done. They were like focusing a lot on Champions League and they had a lot of injuries. By this May, they will get those players back. Big players. Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali.
I think out of just to add, right, I am not bothered with this set of five because I think they will remain in these five positions. I don't see
Yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah.
I
I
don't
don't see them going
down
like
or too high or too high.
probably Newcastle will get a Europe position. Is the only thing that I can think of. Maybe because right now
I think
in
breaking
the
into the Europe might be difficult because of one reason. Unless a team like Chelsea or a Liverpool falters, right? If they
no
falter.
by eight. Who's at eight?
Eighth is Everton. Very high
Yeah, I
form.
think
Everton,
high
come on.
form.
Everton is
Everton has high form, but I think at the very end of the season, they will not they are not targeting European position. They don't have that uh, like quality of players as well.
but I am
Beto and
I see Everton as one of those dark
if
horses.
If Everton cracks into a Conference League position, it will be a very sort of a curveball because they were not expected to be in the top
So
eight because they
you
started
tell me
this.
this. You tell me this. So Everton is right now in eighth position, and Brentford is in seventh position. Both of them have the same point, which is 46. Okay.
Hmm,
So do you think they go down below eight, outside of eight?
I think Everton.
Seventh and eighth, basically, both positions.
Yeah,
Are up for
I
grabs.
think they'll come down. They'll come down.
Okay.
I think
What about
both of
Brentford?
them will be out.
Both of
Both
them will be.
both
So
both
replaced
of
by
them will
whom?
be out.
Replaced by whom from the bottom?
I think it will be one Newcastle. One it will be Newcastle. They have enough this thing, and other one might be how strongly Brighton ends the season. What is Brighton's fixtures? Let's go through Brighton's last seven
Brighton's
fixtures.
last match is United. I know that. 30th match.
Okay.
That I know. But let me tell you, Brighton's fixtures are Burnley, Spurs, Chelsea this month.
Burnley Spurs, Chelsea. Burnley Spurs, they should able to like come up with the goods. Burnley and Spurs.
Hmm.
Chelsea will obviously be a difficult fixture. And then,
Then they have Newcastle,
okay.
Wolves, Leeds, United.
See, I think they get into the top half, like into top eight.
Out of seven matches, I think four are straightforward winnable matches for them.
For yeah, so United match will be the last fixture, right?
Hmm.
So by then United's thing is done. I think we close the Champions League position if we just keep our heads on. We close it in the next four games. Okay. Um, by then it will not matter to us. We can best at best go to second, which will also not be like in our grabs. I think City will be going for that league, right?
Hmm.
So Brighton, even in last United match, I think Brighton will come up with points because they are fighting to get into something, unlike us at that point of time. The games against Leeds, games against Burnley, games against Wolves, right?
But
Spurs.
you tell me this. I am fine with them coming up, but I still feel Everton and Brentford may say one of them will be part of the European position. You know why? Because Chelsea is being going to go out of the European positions. Though they are right now pretty high.
All European positions, like not even Conference League.
You know why? I will tell you the reason. Chelsea's
Okay.
April's fixtures are City, United and Brighton. They lose all three probably.
United, City, and Brighton. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Very difficult, okay? See,
Difficult, difficult. All three are difficult.
if they win it, if they win even one of them, it's a good job done. But if I just think of from a perspective of how they are playing, how their coach is playing,
Hmm.
they are losing all three of them. Now, May. They start off with Nottingham Forest, they win it.
Dif-
But
difficult fixture, but
difficult
away to
fixture.
Nottingham Forest, right?
No, home.
Oh, home to Nottingham Forest.
Okay,
Okay.
they win it, but still difficult. Difficult win.
Hmm.
Then they go to Anfield for Liverpool.
Okay.
They lose it. Okay. So in the first five matches out of seven, they are losing probably four. Next, they are facing Spurs, and Spurs is fighting
Hmm.
relegation. Difficult
Hmm.
match, right? Spurs, if they lose this match, and that is where I said sometime back when we
Hmm.
were discussing Spurs, if they lose this match, they are relegated at this point of time. If they lose this
Hmm.
match, their relegation will be on this match. I'm guaranteeing you that that phase will come for Spurs. Okay, so
Hmm.
assuming they are not relegated, which you said, so that means Spurs is winning this match, right? Only match Chelsea is left to win is Sunderland, but that is away to Sunderland. So literally in the seven matches, Chelsea has
Tough fixtures.
two winnable matches which they should win. Rest five are all dicey. We don't know what will happen.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So if I just go back to Chelsea's point, Chelsea is in 48. So that makes them only 54. Now tell me, I think personally, if I go to Everton, okay, you just said Everton goes down, right? I will tell you.
Everton and Brighton both goals down is what
Ha,
I'm. Sorry, Brentford
so next match is Everton and Brentford. So out of them, one of them wins it.
or
Okay.
draw. Hmm.
Draw, let's not as go into draw because I am not considering the draws because only because of one reason. I want to see how many points are winnable. So let's assume one of
Okay.
them wins it. Both are in same position, one of them
Okay.
wins it. Next match is Everton is at home to Liverpool. Everton loses that. Okay? Let's assume Liverpool is back.
Yeah.
But Liverpool we have to
Merseyside derby.
but just one thing, they play Champions League second leg just before that,
Yes.
2 days before that match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Still difficult fixture, but let's assume Liverpool wins it. Then Everton faces West Ham. By the way West Ham is going, Everton should win it. Everton is a better team right now in paper. But let's assume it's a draw also. Okay? So out
Mm.
of the first three, they got 4 points. Okay? Next, Everton faces City. They lose it. Gone. They face Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is below them. It can go both way. Let's assume it's a 1 point. Okay. Then they have Sunderland and Spurs. Now tell me, don't they get 7 points out of it? Already five are there. 2 points they don't get from Sunderland and Spurs.
They win against Sunderland. They lose to Spurs.
So three
Is what I
points. That
think.
means they go to 8 points. 8 points meaning more than Chelsea, 55 points.
I think they have a better chance of getting into the top eight. Uh, like it hinges on the fact that how Chelsea like goes about in the last couple of matches. They do have tough fixtures. Even the fixture against United, obviously, it's a tough fixture. I'll just say one thing: these matches now, United versus Chelsea, Liverpool versus Chelsea, they don't really consider the forms because these
Exactly.
are big clubs. There are egos at stake, right? These are one-off matches, you can say,
It can
because
happen, go anywhere.
usually anywhere it can happen anywhere. So I think Chelsea, even if there are tough fixtures with uh, the kind of out of form that they are right now playing, they find a way to stay in top eight. They grind it out. They find a way to stay in top eight. At most, they finish the season at ninth. They don't get into the bottom half of the table.
No, no, bottom,
They
not
stay,
bottom up. Max is ninth. They can go max ninth. But I am saying Chelsea
yeah,
goes into that eighth position. And if Chelsea goes,
Conference League position.
right, Chelsea goes into that eighth or a ninth position, then
Everton goes above.
anybody
Newcastle
who
goes
is
above.
below, right? No, no,
Hmm.
even I am saying a team who is like pretty far away from Chelsea, can they achieve 54 points? Because you need 54 points is what I think as a break off for the eighth position is what I think. 54 points
Okay.
approximately. 53, 54 points is what I think.
How many? What are they at right now?
Who?
Chelsea.
Chelsea are 48. So 6 points.
They get the 6 points. I think they have enough players,
Ah,
and the
that is what I'm saying. Chelsea, if I assume Chelsea being the eighth position, I don't see a team like Newcastle going and getting it because Newcastle is in 42 points. They need 12 points to qualify. But good thing is Newcastle has a huge team, mostly fit, and they are not
mostly fit,
fighting
and
anything.
they anything else other than maybe FA Cup. They have FA Cup fixture. You said right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Newcastle.
Correct. They have.
But I still think Newcastle and Chelsea get into sixth and seventh, like seventh and eighth. Maybe Chelsea at eight,
I honestly am telling
Newcastle
you,
at
I
seven.
see one among Everton or Brentford. I don't know who will retain the form. One among Everton or Brentford qualifies in the European position. One among
What
them.
what about what about Everton's last seven
It is
fixtures?
it is okay, okay, not bad. Everton obviously has Brentford, then they have Liverpool, then they have West Ham,
Brentford, Liverpool, West Ham. Okay,
then they have City, Crystal Palace, Sunderland, Spurs.
City, Crystal Palace, Sunderland, Spurs. I think they win the last three. Sunderland, Spurs, and
They are
the
a
last three fixtures.
they are a KG team, right? So any team who is not creatively good won't be able to break them. Crystal Palace won't be able to break them. Sunderland won't be able to break them. Neither is Spurs unless some creative players comes in like Kulusevski and all those guys. Okay,
Hmm.
if they don't come in, they don't lose those matches. West Ham probably also Everton wins. Liverpool might be a draw. I am still
Liverpool can
can be a draw
Liverpool
because it
can
is
be a
at
draw.
Everton. It is at Everton. It is not Anfield. Okay, so there is a high possibility of a draw. So you have three straightforward wins, which are the last three. West Ham probably can be a win or a draw. So you let's assume it's a draw. So 10 points, and then you have Liverpool as a draw. Brentford and Everton, the match which is the next
Will
match,
be a
will be the
good this
decider
thing.
who goes up. Okay, but
Hmm.
without this match also, Everton gets 10 point. And if I just see right now, Everton is in 46, which is making them taking them to 56 points
56
without the
points.
Brentford versus Everton match. So
Hmm.
they are
But they need to carry on this form, which is the only thing that I think will be a bit too difficult for them. They have been playing well, I understand that,
no,
but they
I
are
see
things
consistency.
that
Yaar.
are
I see
what the
I
things
see
that are getting
consistency.
converted. Let's see. Let's talk about the conversions, right? Beto was playing the entire season. He was not converting the chances that he has been in the last couple of games. He's converting every single thing, and he's like making the play and everything, right? And playing beautifully on the left wing. Garner playing wonderfully in midfield as well.
See,
And
my only thing is if I just think about it, Thiago scoring, he is in 19 goals, right? So Brentford will also not let
be
anybody
a
pass
easy
them, huh?
pushover. It won't be a
Right?
pushover.
It won't
In
be a
fact, I
push.
think Brentford wins this. If against
Probably,
Everton,
probably,
Brentford wins this match.
probably because they are more creative than Everton. Probably they win
Hmm.
it. But that is what I'm saying. If Brentford wins this match, forget about the other matches. So Brentford is in 3 points advancement to Everton. But other than this match, Everton still get 10 point, which is 56 point,
Hmm.
which is more than the cutoff which I'm thinking for top 8, which is 54 to 55 points. That is the cutoff for your eighth position. So Everton remains. Now, the question is if Everton is reaching 55, does Newcastle have the pedigree to reach 55 points, which is 13 points? In 7 matches, 13 points is not a matter of joke.
Yeah,
Whoever you are
they need
facing.
to be yeah like 4 wins. You need 4 wins in the
Four
next
good
seven
wins,
matches.
four good wins
Hmm.
because they are in -3 goal difference. These guys are in positive goal difference.
Yeah, so if they win, the goal difference goes positive. Goal
But
difference won't be a big
correct,
thing. But
correct.
I think 4 matches that they have to win, Newcastle, they do have the fixtures for it. Is what I'm saying. The fixture wise, they have those fixtures, but they need to do it. They need to do it
Yeah,
as well.
but I don't know, man. Meaning I was
Hmm,
just seeing on the assist list, right? List of
hmm,
assist. James Garner is fourth highest assist in this league right now
okay.
with 6 assists. The next guy is West Ham, Jared Bowen. You have Wilson. You have Everton. Okay, Grealish hasn't played for some time. Okay, I don't know
Hmm.
what is the status of him returning and all, but
He's done. He mentioned
oh,
he's
done
not
for
gonna
this
play in this.
season.
Done
Okay.
for this season.
Okay. So you have Sunderland, you have West Ham, you have Crystal Palace. I don't see, and this is what actually uh, is concerning. Okay. I will tell you. I don't, s- the highest assist by a Brentford player is 4, and Igor Thiago has scored 19 goals. Now think, right? So, and if I go to Spurs, right, nobody is there in that list, obviously, right? If I go to Newcastle also, and I will just tell you, Newcastle's highest assist right now, Newcastle's, okay? I can't even find him, huh? It is Bruno Guimaraes in 19th position with 4 assists. So I don't see, I'm honestly telling, Newcastle has a full team, has a great chance. But I don't see these guys overtaking suddenly consistent teams like Everton and Brentford because like they have a full team and well rested and all. These guys are also well rested, right?
Also have the same things. Yes.
Yeah, so it is not the fact that okay, one is playing something else and then suddenly These guys are not playing.
I think the quality will be the difference here. If Newcastle concentrates on their Premier League fixtures, I think they have winnable four fixtures. But even then, I think you're right. Maybe Chelsea comes out of the top eight and then Everton or a
And
Brentford gets
worst part,
into.
right? Worst part.
Mm,
See, Garnacho hasn't played. Let's discuss on our favorite topic, right? Let's discuss on the top four, five positions now. Now that we have reached
mm,
there, so not five, six positions. So I am just
mm,
keeping the top four for now. Let's talk about the
mm,
top four
mm,
last. Liverpool and Chelsea, both not in good forms, but Chelsea,
mm.
the worst part I am seeing is Chelsea is losing unnecessary matches, firstly. Their manager feels out of depth, secondly. Third is their two best assist givers are João Pedro and Garnacho. Now think
Palmer not.
Palmer not in
mm.
form, so see Chelsea will win some random matches, okay? Honestly, I'm telling you. But
Chelsea has been having that kind of a season, like very unpredictable sort
But
of.
I am honestly telling you I don't see them in Europa also. Max they might get is that last position of Conference League. This guy, if say suppose I will tell you the simple use case. There might be matches where they score suddenly 5 goals. Okay? They win it. Something is clicking, all goals are going in. But then they back to back lose 2 3 matches. Because if the opponent scores first, Chelsea doesn't have a clue what to do.
They
Because
panic.
the coach is not up to the mark at least, and probably the coach gets sacked post this season also. He's very bad. Like I did not see him do anything. I i am a person who looks into coach of how they actually, the thought process. Again, people might say, Suman, you liked Amorim. I did like Amorim. The reason for that was not the formation but the thought process behind it, right? So 3-4-3, if he would have gotten the proper wing backs, our wing backs doesn't know how to pass or how to
Yeah,
cross, right? So how will he make his formation work? Now, now the question is, fans complained about the fact that why not play 4-3-3, but you are getting a coach who plays
for
3-4-3
his.
for his playing style only.
Oh, exactly.
So if you want to
Doesn't make
change
sense.
that, then why did you even recruit him? So it's a fault of the recruitment team. However, during the time he was there, he did initiate and did do lot of good things, scratching out players who were not required, right?
Yeah.
And that is where Chelsea is right now struggling. Chelsea is struggling with the fact that they have over egoistic players. They have players who are basically there for money. There is none, not even a single player who is playing for the badge, except probably Reece James, probably last of his kind, and
Yeah.
Sanchez as a goalkeeper is doing very bad, very
Out
very
of
bad.
form. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks very close to our you know who, very close to that. The goals he is type of missing through his legs and all
Hmm.
that is very close to what we used to see last season and the season before that. So that is the reason if Chelsea gets scored against first, whoever be the opponent, be it the last team, which is the last teams, right? The West Hams, the Spurs, and all those guys, if they score first, probably Spurs is more of a ego match, they will win it. But other than Spurs, other matches, they just down tools and they just lose the match.
Even there's a match against United, right?
Yeah.
What do you think that
United's match is difficult, yeah. I will tell you honestly. Uh,
it's at Stanford, right?
no, no, but still I will tell. Difficult as in I will tell from the perspective of, see, I see goals in that match. Okay, honestly, I see there will be goals in that match. Now, United's good thing about this season is even if they are goal down, they don't let the match slip away. Okay, that is one. However, there is the other problem also where if they are 2 goals in lead, they concede randomly 2 goals. Okay, but against bigger teams this season, United have played really well. Bigger teams. I'm not talking about the. So what we are struggling is not the mid teams or
Our
lower teams.
age-old problem, right? Our age-old problem was we do well against the like so-called top six, and then we drop points to Brightons and Brentfords and West Ham and those sort of stuff.
And I will tell you, recently we have a bad history against Spurs, right? The reason being we don't consider them as part of top six, and that is the reason I feel players don't turn up for the game. That is
Hmm.
my thought process. If they considered Spurs as a tough team, right, then they would have turned up and they play well. Secondly, United's match will be very much decided on the fact that how Casemiro and Mainu play. Mainu is looking very silent these days. I watched yesterday's England's match also. Doesn't look good. And I am honestly telling you, I am a bit skeptical now seeing yesterday's match. There was at one point of time the midfield was Cole Palmer, Kobe Mainu, and Elliot Anderson. I did not like that midfield. I don't know whether it's a one match thing, but Elliot Anderson is supposed to be, if we get it, if, right? If we get it, is a replacement for Casemiro, right?
Hmm.
I don't see that in this guy. Somehow in this specific match with Mainu, because Mainu is your other one, right? Other
Yeah.
midfielder. So with Mainu, I did not see. So probably Elliot Anderson might work with a guy like Sandro Tonali. Okay, he. So I think both are very inexperienced to be partnered together. Experienced guy is required, but yeah, that is a discussion for a separate day. But basically, what I think is Liverpool stays in top five. Okay, and Chelsea
Yeah.
drops out.
I
Chelsea drops out of it. Meaning
I
basically
agree.
top five position, the fight is between Liverpool and Chelsea. So I am assuming that Liverpool stays there.
Liverpool has a better run of fixtures as well, I think.
Liverpool, the way Liverpool is losing matches, random matches, right? Liverpool, remember one thing, they are also concentrating on Champions League. They have a difficult match on 16,
Hmm.
17 that week. They have a difficult match. Liverpool's fixture is very bad. Okay, that is one thing. If they win, they are further screwed. That is the worst part. If they win the Champions League match, right, then
Hmm.
I think there is a high probability Premier League they can't even play properly. And it is also bothered with the fact that Salah's form has obviously diminished a lot.
Dipped.
Yep, a lot, a lot. So that being said, Liverpool has, if I see this month, has Fulham, has Everton, has Crystal Palace. I don't see them winning all three. Okay, just a pointer.
Okay.
I don't see them
And
winning.
and which is the one that you think that they'll drop points
Everton's home. It is at Everton.
at Everton? It's
See,
a Merseyside derby. I think
I,
anything
I,
can happen there.
I think one more thing is Szoboszlai is saving Liverpool a lot. Okay, if you suddenly stop Szoboszlai, Liverpool attack is looking very bad. I don't, I
I
don't.
I'll just add one thing. They do have quality players, right? Ekitike,
They can
excellent.
turn up. That is a different
If
thing.
Ekitike turns up, if even Florian Wirtz turns up, so have you seen the goals that he scored
Yep,
for Germany? Brilliant goals.
brilliant goals.
Florian Wirtz has that quite. He has a very bad start of the season, which is why he was very underconfident in the games that
Oh,
he was playing.
there is an interesting match. 9th of May, Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah, they have a game together, right? Yeah, I think even in that match, Liverpool comes up. They get the 3 points there. They get the 3 points against Everton as well. I think 6 points are done and dusted there. I don't see them coming into. Actually, no. The way that they are playing, they have the chance to overcome Aston Villa as well. I think they get into Champions League is what I think. If they come out of Champions League right now, they'll go for Champions League and they have enough quality to get into Champions League. I think Aston
No,
Villa
no.
doesn't.
If they go out of Champions League,
And
right?
who are they playing? I think they're playing PSG or something, right?
Yep. They go out.
Yeah, I think PSG has enough
And
this
if
thing
they if
for.
they if they don't if they win that also, they face a winner between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think they have a tougher set of
Yeah,
draws
they
to
don't
come
go.
to
But
final.
yeah, but the only thing is, I think you said exactly, because I will tell you a reason for that. Liverpool goes out of Champions League, right? Then Liverpool goes crazy and goes for that position to beat
Hmm.
Aston Villa also. And the reason for that is Aston Villa will go crazy for the Europa.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a
So
way in
Unai Emery,
already.
right?
And they have a way in, right? Europa, you win, you go into
Hmm.
Champions League. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. And Unai Emery, right? Unai Emery is known for winning Europa leagues. Unai Emery, like he was winning for Sevilla back to back in the day, right? Even with Villarreal against United, it was Unai Emery. Unai Emery, I think, has
I think
four or five Europa League
Aston
win.
Villa is right now leading in for the Europa, right? They have the biggest chance
I,
of winning it, right?
yeah, yeah. I think they're the best up there
I
in
think
that.
then they will go for that. They don't really bother about the position here.
Yeah,
So I don't think so. But anyway, so I think Liverpool and Chelsea, out of those two, Liverpool definitely stays. Chelsea goes out of uh, Champions League,
top six
meaning doesn't is not part of
goes to
Champions League.
seventh or eighth.
Is
Hmm.
not part of Champions League.
There is a very small chance of Chelsea getting into Champions League if Liverpool gets into top four. Five is Aston Villa, and Aston Villa wins the Europa League. He gets into Champions League. Then another position will come down, right?
Yeah.
So sixth can get into Champions League position. So sixth team
But I
from
I
Premier
don't
League.
think Chelsea is in sixth. I don't see it somehow. Somehow
Hmm.
Chelsea is not proving because of the manager, because of whatever the team chemistry.
Is
They are
is is FA Cup is are they in? Chelsea are they're in the FA Cup, right? That is another way for them to get into Champions League as well.
FA
So
Cup takes
there
them
are
to
there.
you. FA Cup takes them to Europa, right? Not Champions League.
I think it's Champions League, right? I don't remember. Like there was a one
I
time I
forgot.
think United won the FA Cup to get into Champions League that way. That was yeah. That was for our what the bald guy. I'm forgetting. Ten Hag. Ten Hag won the FA Cup to get into Champions League. You remember?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Correct, correct. No, no, no.
So
Tenag got third that season, nah. The first season was
there were
third.
two seasons. There were two seasons. One season they he got third. One season we won the FA Cup, which then gave us the Champions League position. I am very
And
I remember that.
we were in what position that season? Eighth or something?
We finished 15th that season.
Oh, that season we qualified for Champions League. No, no. 15th के बाद ही तो how
No,
did
not
we?
15th. I think no, not 15th. We finished 10th or something that season. 10th or 11th or 12th that season. Then we finished 15th the season after, and he got this thing. Amorim got it was Amorim season when we were 15th. Half
Right,
season that Amorim got.
right.
Before that, we finished 12th or something, way outside, not even in the top half. But we got into Champions League and everything because we had FA Cup,
Acha.
and that
Let
is that is the reason we had that sort of a bad run in Premier
Oh,
League.
okay,
Because
okay. But okay, let's finalize this with our top three. So do you think the top three remains the same? Arsenal, City, and United?
yeah, yeah, and
Same
in the
order?
same order. I think Arsenal it's their season. Arsenal will get the crown of the worst Premier League won. This is the worst Premier League. Come on, this has been sheer to like very bad quality of football played in the. I haven't
Oh,
seen
acha,
this bad.
by the way, I know Arsenal might have done some again something, but
What what did they do now?
I will tell you. Yeah, yesterday night there were report of four players who got injured in the England squad. So Madueke, uh, Declan Rice,
Rice,
Bukayo
Rice
Saka,
is injured.
Bukayo
Bukayo
Saka.
Saka, okay.
These three guys.
If Rice is injured, then I change my prediction. Then I change. Madueke and Saka, they were not part of the core that was pulling this team. It has always been Rice. It has been their defense
Gabriel
and
Saka.
their midfield. It's been their midfield and defense. And uh, Rice has like done a lot for this. Even the goalkeeper had a good season, Raya. But then again, if Rice is injured and he's not playing for the next seven fixtures that Arsenal has, I think Arsenal drops point and City capitalizes. They don't have a room to like drop points. They have dropped enough points, and if they drop point now, I think City will go for it because City is out of the Champions League now. They don't have anything. They don't only have FA Cup to worry about, and even then, FA Cup I think Spurs like City has won so many times. They will look for the Premier League.
No, no, Arsenal is trying to go for the Premier League. The reason is I feel this is they called those players just to make sure that they don't get injured. So they have
Get they don't get into the playing the second fixture or something,
uh,
second international match.
correct.
Yeah.
So they have withdrawn players like Saliba also. So Saliba, Madueke, Declan Rice, and Bukayo
Yeah,
Saka.
yeah. So Arsenal is blindly going for two big trophies. Or the two big trophies, Champions League and Premier League. I don't know how they will be like. They have a very easy run till the final. I know. Maybe they get to final and how they win it will be a big thing if they can get
Barcelona is
that.
a easy fixture.
Yes, even for team like Arsenal, I think they have enough in CDM and backline. They will be able to handle that forward line. Barcelona, other than Lewandowski, I don't see a huge quality there. Even Yamal has dropped off very badly. Ferran Torres misses open goals. Rashford doesn't start. The goals that they got against their La Liga opponents, which like Atletico Madrid and all, was mostly because of the counter attacks that they were doing. Arsenal will not give them
They
that
they have
counter attack option.
they have Atletico only in their quarterfinal.
Yeah, yeah. I was referring to the match they were playing Copa del Rey. I think Atletico versus Barcelona, which they won. Even the match against Atletico right now in the Champions League will be a difficult fixture for them to win because Arsenal will not like Atletico will obviously have learned the lessons in that Copa del Rey match. In this upcoming fixture, it will be difficult for them in the Champions League. And most importantly here, Arsenal is good defensively. Irrespective of what this team is doing, I don't know what like they are not well at all going forward, but midfield and defense they are currently the league's best. I can easily say the league's best, and probably considering the teams that they are in the Champions League, even there they are one of the best, if not the best, defensively and midfield wise. So I think, and also from the legacy that this Arteta has of and the sort of the talks that are there like going on, FA Cup will not be a threshold for him to like as a benchmark for them to be a successful season. For them to be successful, there will be two trophies: Premier League and Champions League. Champions League they have a easy run till the final. Then what happens in the final we'll have to see. That's a very coin toss.
Mm.
Premier League now, they have dropped a lot of points and they are still in the top because this season Premier League has had very bad football.
But you tell me this: City was still concentrating on the fact that they had Champions League, correct?
Yeah, now they don't.
Carabao done. In Carabao
Carabao
Cup,
done.
In Carabao Cup, Arsenal fielded their strongest team except the goalkeeper, kept
Again,
clean sheet.
I'll tell you again. Carabao Cup was not their target trophy. Carabao Cup and FA Cup they have won. Arteta has won, and this season it is not considered as their benchmark of successful. If you call a successful season, Carabao Cup winning season or a FA Cup winning season for Arsenal, specifically for Arsenal, I'm saying, will not be considered as a successful season in terms of in media as well, everywhere, even from their point of view. There are only two trophies that will be considered as successful season for Arsenal. One is winning the Champions League, one is winning the Premier League.
Champions League,
Now,
I don't think they win it. But Premier
now
League,
that's a thing. Premier League, if they do not drop any more points, like I mean by seven, if they have seven fixtures, they win six. They have to win six. I if they drop points there, City is done. They're done with Champions League. Again, same mentality. Pep's probably last season, he doesn't want FA Cup. He has won a lot of FA Cups, probably the highest number of FA Cups ever. He has only won. So they will also go for the Premier League. So if Arsenal doesn't drop random drop points here and there, City will be second, Arsenal will be top, and then Arsenal has a good chance in the Champions League because I think they have a very easy run to the final at least.
okay, okay. But I personally feel City chasing you. I know City has faltered.
It'll be a very big chase.
Huh.
It'll be one of the chases to watch. Yeah.
But just again, I know City has one match less, played one match, but I think some 6 point difference is there. Goal difference wise, City has more goals than Arsenal. So if they draw, meaning if they have the same points in the league, City still wins it. That way, I'm saying City has a match against Arsenal. That is another big thing because if they actually
Yeah.
defeat them, see that match ends in a draw. Arsenal wins it. Simple, straightforward. Draw or Arsenal winning gives Arsenal the league. As straightforward as that.
Mm, 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 mm.
However, if City wins it, if City wins it, and there is a 3 point difference, only 3 point, right, at that point of time, then,
And Arsenal drops point. That's what I'm saying.
and
Arsenal doesn't have the room to drop point. That's the case. For Premier League, they have seven fixtures.
I will tell
At
you,
most, they can drop one match.
I will actually tell you, Arsenal's players, Arsenal's players have played 57 matches for the first time ever. Okay, already
Mm-hmm.
since a long, long time. So, it seems around 8 to 9 players are heavily fatigued and they are not able to run. And this is a news which came out from the England dressing room. They are not able to run the way they are supposed to,
Mm,
and that is the reason they are getting minor muscle cramps, muscle injuries,
mm,
and
mm.
they brought them back in. It is not purely based on that it is nothing has happened, you bring
Arsenal's.
all them in.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 matches in Premier League, plus they have the Champions League 2 matches quarters, 2 match semis, so 4 matches, and then assuming they go to final, so that is 5 matches. Okay,
12.
so
And
12
I think they're
matches.
also there in the FA Cup, right?
FA Cup they have like so right now they are in quarters, right? So quarter one match, unless they draw it, uh, then you have
Then
semis,
semis.
then final. So I'm assuming if they go for all three of them in a final, it is
They
not
have like
possible. It is
15
not possible.
to 16 matches.
One
I think
one one
they leave FA Cup. I think they leave FA Cup.
I will tell you one more thing. I don't feel their core players, David Raya, Gabriel Saliba, Declan Rice, okay, Giacoris is anyways. I don't know who that is. Like whether he will be a big impact or something. I don't know. Like he's not a permanent of that group, right? You have Zubimendi, right? And
Merino, Merino, Trossard.
Trossard, I would say, is very critical. So let's assume these six players. I don't see. Honestly speaking, Arsenal have been very good in managing their injuries
We are
this
not
season.
even talking about Odegaard. That's captain.
Odegaard is nowhere close to what he used to be. But I am telling honestly, Eze also has got them one or two wins.
Eze.
Eze has a knee issue, by the way. Okay.
Those are just, I'm
I,
telling you.
but I
For
am saying,
England squad, they don't want to concentrate on England right
no,
now.
no, no.
They are going.
I am honestly saying that is correct. Absolutely correct. But in this kind of a mentality, in this kind of a pressure, somehow I see City has a bigger mentality because they have won so many things, right?
Uh,
They have a bigger mentality.
Experience.
They have that
Experience.
experience. These guys, I think somehow or the other, they will
I
falter,
agree.
and there
I
can
agree,
be
and that's the the masala that I saw. So I think if I just let me just wrap my side off. I think the top three remains what it is. I think Chelsea, no sorry, Arsenal wins the league, very closely followed by City, and United stays in three. First and foremost, I hate the fact that we are talking about chasing for the league and defending the league, and I'm not considering even United a part of that conversation. I
we are
have
too far away.
always we are too far away, and I remember those days when we were there, right? We were chasing City, we were chasing Arsenal, we were chasing Chelsea, and then we are also defending Arsenal and defending Chelsea to come up and like I remember those days. So it hurts me, but
Acha,
it
tell me
is what
one
it
thing.
is.
I know United are pretty far away, but tell me one thing. Say suppose Arsenal right now from a fixture perspective for Premier League, right? So Arsenal in this coming month, in the month of April, obviously has City. City is there. That will be a very
Hmm.
very big match in City. Okay, but
Hmm.
the other two matches are not that straightforward. Also, they
Which are
which are Bournemouth one, not a
away to
straightforward one.
Bournemouth,
No, no, at home,
home.
at home,
Okay.
and the second one is Newcastle.
Hmm. Not straightforward, but just for the sheer sense of them simply going hook or by crook to get this league.
Now tell me one thing: if out of those three matches, Arsenal lose two, City and one more, okay?
If they lose to it is City and let's say Bournemouth, I think City gets in.
You
City
think
gets in.
City gets in?
They yeah, City goes above them. City goes above them with goal difference and everything. They'll go above them. Arsenal can in the last seven matches can lose only one, which is to City, and in rest six they have to win. They cannot drop point.
That is a
Six
tall
point.
task. That is a tall
That is
task.
18 points. 1 8 6 3 is 18. 18
And
points.
and I will tell you the worst part
What are
about
they? What are they at right now? Arsenal point
70,
wise
70.
70, right? So 88. So 88 is what a winning Premier League winning score is.
I don't think so. This year it will be 88. I somehow see it. I don't know why. I somehow see it close
United
to 80.
80, 10 points, only 10 points.
I somehow see 80, 80 to 82. 82. Let's assume 82. 12 points. I somehow see it. I don't see 88. If they do actually go for 88, that is too good. Too good. I am honestly telling, it's very good. So they have played 31 matches, right?
Chalo, 85 then. 85 is, see, I'm saying from the point of view that I remember when United used to win those leagues, they used to get 85s and 88s. When City got the wins, City got the Premier League
88,
wins.
88
They
Arsenal is not getting. I'm guaranteeing
they
you.
they got 85 90s
No,
when
no.
City won.
I am telling you, Arsenal is not getting 88. 85 is a good number. I am fine with that. 88 Arsenal is not getting. Arsenal is not winning 6 matches, maintaining Champions League. Plus, chalo, FA Cup they leave it. I don't think they leave it, but I still think they will go for it. But chalo,
Second team.
I don't think they get 88 points. Impossible. Impossible. But all of that decides the fact that what happens to Arsenal versus City. City versus Arsenal. Because that is the match. If City wins it, Arsenal literally shakes because there are probabilities that
What
they
are the
can.
last seven fixtures? Let's go for it. Last seven fixtures for Arsenal.
No, no,
One is
no.
City, we know.
City,
What are
Newcastle,
the
Bournemouth. Those are three.
City, Newcastle, Bournemouth. Okay. Next match is against City,
No, no, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Let's go in order. Let's Bournemouth, then
Bournemouth, City, Newcastle.
Bournemouth, City, Newcastle. So City is in April only.
You just think one thing, okay? Arsenal lose to Bournemouth. Okay? They
Oh my
have
God.
the match against City. Next match coming up. And in between, they are playing whoever in Champions League. I don't some shit team.
Mhm.
Okay, they have already lost to Bournemouth or drawn to
I think they're
Bournemouth.
playing Sporting Lisbon.
Huh? Or dropped point to Bournemouth basically. Just think, draw.
Hmm.
You think of the mental pressure they go for that match. Okay, City's match. They will literally.
See,
I'm telling, get
if you are
two
trying to win the
if
two
the
big
referee
trophies,
if the referee is not supporting Arsenal, I am honestly
referee
telling you,
the
referee will play a big part. And I think every year refereeing decisions are making the uh, winners.
winners.
Last year Liverpool had dicey decisions going towards them. This year Liverpool doesn't get anything, they go scrap. This year Arsenal is getting a lot of things. Think about that Gabriel's jump. Spurs, think about that jump. Gabriel, your 6'4" or 6'3"
Yeah.
defender, jumps like that, doesn't get it. United's penalty did not come when two people are literally doing like this and pushing. So you think Arsenal is getting the support, okay? But my question is,
And I think Arsenal will continue to get the support. That's
ah,
the
so
thing. That's the thing. I think
so
they'll continue to get the support for
yeah,
it.
but now May is something tricky for Arsenal because they face lot of teams down there who are fighting for relegation. Team number one they face is West Ham. Okay,
Okay.
at West Ham. Team number two they face is Fulham, but this is in Arsenal.
Hmm.
Okay. Team number three they face is Palace, which is their last match at Palace. Okay, I think this might be a very tricky fixture. Somehow I see it like Palace at
See,
Palace.
if it is the last fixture, let's say if it goes to the last fixture
Hmm.
and then it's just one match, Arsenal will win that match. If it is not City, like it's not City, right? We know Crystal Palace. If it goes to the last fixture, right? It's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, and if Arsenal wins this match and they win the Premier League, they will win that match by hook or by crook because this is their best chance ever, and I don't see them doing repeating this next season as well. There is no chance of this being repeated. This is their season to do it. They know this as well. They have got the easiest run to the final, Champions League final, and Premier League. The league has been very bad. Like people chasing them have been very bad. They themselves have been dropping a
No,
lot
but
of points,
I
and
honestly speaking, I think Arsenal has better fixture than City.
yeah, that even then, I think Arsenal can lose one match to City. The rest of the matches they
Do
have
you
to win.
think?
City
Do you think
can,
if City wins 8 matches, all eight, okay, all
hmm,
eight they win, do you think City still loses the Premier League?
if City wins all 8 matches, I think they don't. I think they don't.
That is my problem. That is my
I
problem.
think they don't.
I
But the problem is City will not win 8 matches. City has not been that world class. Also, the way they
But
performed in the Champions League, it really showed.
now that Champions League is gone,
Even then, their City has been playing really poor this season. They are in second because there is nobody else playing well.
hmm.
There's nobody else playing well. It's even the way, like it's the same logic for Arsenal, right? Arsenal is in first because nobody else is playing
Acha,
well.
chalo. Arsenal,
City,
you heard the 7 matches. How many points Arsenal
hmm.
gets out of? You think they get 18 points?
7 matches, 21 points. They lose to City, 18 points, and I think they drop 1 point. Sorry, 2 points more. I think they get 16 points. I'll go for
16 points.
16
So
points,
86.
and 86 and they win the league.
Okay. City, what do you think? 8 matches they win? All eight or something like
Uh,
that?
no. I think they lose 2 matches. They lose 2 matches.
They lose 2 matches. So
Uh,
basically, you get 6 wins, which
six
means
wins
18
basically.
points. 18 points. So they come around what?
1 point below them or somewhere.
No, no, no.
1 or 2 points.
No,
They
no, no.
lose 2 matches. Currently, they're 3 points above, right? Arsenal.
No.
There's a three.
Six
How many
points.
points difference? Sir?
6 points.
Matlab, even I'm assuming that they win the extra match. City has an extra match,
No,
right?
no. With extra match, it is 9 points. Total 6 points difference.
City is not getting that. They're not covering that. I think with the extra match, if there are 6 points difference, I think they will not be able to cover up. I think they'll drop points in the run.
Okay, so right
Wh-
now
What
they
is
are
what is what is the eight matches? Let's
no, no,
go one by one.
61 points they are. Okay. City has very tough fixture. How many points do you think they get?
I think they get to 80 at most. At most 80. They're at 61 and they have 8 matches left, right? 24, right? So like 20 points gets them 81, right? I think they go to 80 and I don't see them going above that. I don't even see them 24, like not even winning, getting 20 points. Less than that. I
Okay.
think they get around 18 points or something.
Okay.
And Arsenal wins the league.
Okay. United is in 55 points and we have
Hmm.
7 matches left. How much do you see us going?
I see us dropping points as well. I see us dropping points to Chelsea. I see us dropping points to
We have
we
Leeds at home, Chelsea away, Brentford at home.
yeah, Brentford at home, and Brentford and Leeds. I think we get 6 points. Chelsea, I think we lose the match.
Okay. Then we
Somehow
have
I feel
at home Liverpool, OT.
okay.
Then we have Sunderland away,
Okay, I think we win the match against Sunderland. We drop some points to Liverpool. Another draw, I think there.
draw. So let's assume 6 + 1 7. Win the match against Sunderland. You are saying so 10
Yeah,
points. Then the last two matches are Old Trafford, Nottingham Forest, and
yeah.
away at Brighton.
I think we win both of them.
So 16 points. So we finish somewhere around 71 points.
Yeah. It'll be like a huge thing. 71 points at the start of half of the season. I'm like, that's like too good to be true. Like, what are you on? How much have you drunk?
And the final question, I think we can wrap it up. I also think the position remains the same. I think Arsenal wins it based on now, according to the gut feeling.
Hmm,
But if Arsenal start dropping points here and there, I expected Arsenal to drop points suddenly in those Everton and those matches, like a draw.
they didn't.
They somehow got the 90th minute winner or something like that. Penalty,
They
something
won
like that.
2-0, right? They won 2-0.
So
87-minute goal and then like,
87, then it was
hmm.
open because
Yeah, yeah.
Everton actually tried to attack, which was doesn't make sense.
Tell me just one thing. Do you see them winning the Champions League, Arsenal winning the Champions
No,
League or not?
not possible.
Same. I don't see because it will take a lot
But
from them to
but
get Premier League.
See, Premier League, if they win it, we will hear it. So 2004 they won.
Banter, that is not something that we can do anything about,
2004
right?
they
Banter
won.
will be there.
They keep on comparing that win to what I don't know. Okay, so Arsenal
That was a good win. That was a like a
yeah.
without a defeat win. This team is not that good. This team is
Yeah,
not that good.
but I have one question. Do you think Bruno breaks the assist record?
Yes, I in the last seven fixtures that we have, Bruno breaks. I think he's at 15,
16.
right? 16. He needs just four. I think he breaks it in the next two only.
In
Two
next
two
two?
assists in the next two matches. In the next two matches, Bruno gets two assists in each of them. Like he equals, at least equals.
So next second match is Chelsea.
Yes, even in Chelsea, we have enough. Going forward, we have enough. Maybe defensively, we have to see what we can do.
Okay, okay. So basically Bruno breaks are so
Actually, Chelsea's defense is very open.
Acha, tell
It's
me
not.
then the final wrap up. So according to me also Bruno should break the record, the
Yeah,
20 record because this is something great. But tell me one thing, people consider Bruno as, and I had a discussion around it, but people consider Bruno as not equal to Kevin De Bruyne, not equal to any other midfielder who has played ever in Premier League. Do you think that narrative changes a bit also if he actually becomes the highest assist getter? And assuming 7 matches, I am not going too hunky dory. Let him get 6 assists. So 22 is the new assist record with Bruno Fernandes. Do you think the narrative changes?
I don't see the narrative to change. I think the narrative stems from the fact of Premier Leagues won. Like basically Premier Leagues or Champions Leagues won. I think if that and that has always been the benchmark to set up these icon level conversations, right? Who are the
No,
icons?
I am not even going icons. I am not even going icons. But
Like
right
Hall of Famers, sort of, right?
right now, people in Premier League don't even rate Bruno Fernandes in top five of best midfield for top five midfielders.
Those I don't like who I don't know who is these so-called pundits who don't rate Bruno in the top five of the top five or top seven of the Premier Leagues midfielders wise, because if they don't, then they should retire. They don't know or understand football. If somebody has gotten 100 goals and assists before two of the probably somebody who will never get ever be blown off. Lionel Messi for Barcelona and Cristiano Ronaldo for Real Madrid done it better than these two people at their prime, then you are not a pundit to talk about. Bruno is absolutely in that talk. But if you're considering things like will he be considered as a one of those icons for Premier League, or if he'll be talked about one of those uh, Hall of Famers, right? Let's say Hall of Famers for Premier League. I think the narrative will still revolve around the fact, which I say wrongly. It should not be about the Premier League's one, right? If somebody has done well, and because I would have my conversation about this argument about this is only because of Bruno only, and I don't have any other people other than Bruno falling into this category. Bruno is an exception here. Bruno hasn't won a Premier League and will probably never win a Premier League with this United squad. But he still should be considered as a Hall of Famer. But I am no one to be of that stature, right? I don't like control the narrative. The people who are controlling the narrative always want a cup, like not like Champions League
Okay,
or a Premier League added to that name.
do you think
And Bruno doesn't have that.
player of the Premier League player of the
Season
year
Premier League player of the season.
Bruno should be part of it?
If Bruno wins, yeah, obviously. Part of it, there is no conversation out. If there are three people who are part of that, Bruno is part of that top three as well. It can go to like if right now if we have to consider uh, Declan Rice, sorry, yeah, Declan Rice, Gabriel, and Bruno. Two from Arsenal, one from United. I don't see anybody from City in that talk. I don't see anybody from Liverpool in that talk. I don't see anybody from, let's say, who else? Aston Villa, no one, no one, no one. Maybe Thiago, if he, like, I don't know, if he scores another two hat trick in the next seven matches, maybe he'll come into that conversation in the top three people. If Thiago scores like 25 goals or something like that, he has already scored 19. He has to score seven goals more, which I don't see that happening. Also, Thiago will be dipping now. The next seven fixture, he'll be dipping.
Hmm.
Bruno is a conversation in the top three. It you can like Rice is there. I think Bruno is there. The third position will be between whoever I think comes up at that point of time. The next seven fixtures.
Hmm.
But even if these three people are there, Gabriel, Rice, and Bruno, I still say Bruno. Way better season than had a better season than Rice, has a better season than Gabriel. If Bruno gets those assists and breaks those records, if Bruno ends that season with, let's say, in the next seven fixtures, three goals and, let's say, six or seven more assists, Premier League Player of the Year, Bruno, irrespective of Arsenal winning the league.
They should, but they won't, right?
That's a different conversation to have, but I think that's usually there. It's given to in the recent
I honestly,
Premier Leagues.
I don't know what Bruno will
In
do in.
recent Premier League history, in very recent Premier League history, in last three seasons, I think they have only given it to the player who has won the Premier League. But before that, there have been seasons where it has been given to players who are not part of the winning team. So Bruno has a chance. Bruno has definitely a chance. Top three में तो है ही, very easy.
But they will give it to Declan Rice only. Yeah, that's
Let's
so
see.
I can see the narrative. Arey, Arsenal will go crazy after they win the Premier League. 20 years is too much, man. Manu तो
Too
सिर्फ
much.
12 years ही हुआ है. Manu is 12 years,
Hmm.
right? Arsenal is
Yeah.
like what 2004, right? Yeah,
2004. Yeah.
22 years.
22 years.
So
And they're not going to win for another 22 years.
mm, I think if they win it, right, two three players will be taken by Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, stuff like that. I think they will. The code will start breaking off. Code
Even if they stay, I
they cannot
don't see
sustain.
that quality. They don't have that
And
quality. They
others will
don't.
come up, na. This season was they
Exactly.
were very bad.
That's my point. That's my point. This season was one of those off seasons where everybody else dropped in level. Everybody else dropped in level. It will not happen again.
Hmm.
Will not see Liverpool dropping off this to this extent. Wirtz is a good player. He has that quality.
Hmm.
He just needs some time.
Yeah.
AKTK is coming good already. Isak, we haven't seen that player. Brilliant season with
And
Newcastle,
injured.
completely injured this season, right? He will come good, right? Uh, United will reinforce their midfield, will be better next season, right?
Defense also,
City will,
probably wing backs also. Something or the other will change.
right,
United
right.
will
We
become
are
better only, not
better only, exactly.
meaning mostly the core will remain the same, except probably Casemiro going. The
Yeah,
rest of the people will almost remain the same. So
yeah.
it will become
Aston
better only.
Villa, watch out for this team. Aston Villa will be better next season.
Hmm.
This is their first smell of the top four, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And they did well enough for the quality of teams that they had. They will if they win the Europa League, they get a lot of money, right? They also get a lot of good players with that money. They will be better next season. So I don't see Arsenal winning again in the next season at least. Premier League at least next season they're not winning. But then again we'll see what happens. This season it's I think they have the they have the quality to get it.
They have the points already in the bucket to get it.
They already have the points. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, I think it was a good discussion,
Long
a
conversation.
long
Yes.
conversation. I think it is very different from what we had during the mid-season.
Hmm.
Very
Yeah.
different narrative. Arsenal and City were then also there.
70. We are considering 71 points for United at the end of the season.
Just think.
Just
I
We were
can't
thinking of
imagine.
50 points, 51 or 52 points then, right? We're expecting like
Crazy stuff, na?
hats off to Carrick, hats off to Carrick. He just went back to basics and did things. Let's see what this gets
Main
him.
important thing. He brought Bruno to his position and things just
Yes,
started
clicked right away, right
because
away.
Bruno being in 10, he can. So his problem
Quality,
in that
quality.
defensive midfield position is if he loses the ball, the defense is open. But here, if
Yeah,
he loses the ball, there are still
there are people around him.
people in back of him, na? So he can take more risk. And what crazy passes, man! Like I honestly speaking, Declan Rice, people can say Declan Rice, Gabriel, Declan Rice, etc. But they should just watch a compilation of all the passes and the chances created by Bruno Fernandes this year. He has created 98 chances, and the second guy is Ryan Cherky having 40 chances created. That is class.
And
That is
and that is for Premier League. If we
that is
consider
for
to world football, even in world football,
hmm,
there was a graph that was coming up in Sky Sports. This thing
hmm.
with chances created, he's at the he's alone at the very top. Then there is a
I will tell you, I still see Bruno's corner getting headed into goal, at least two of them by this by end of the season. So two more corners
by
he will get. Definitely, he's curving the ball like crazy.
mm,
Casemiro, Maguire, whoever it is, but they get a Sesko, whoever that is,
mhm.
at least two goals. So two assists comes like that. Anyway, and open play
Open
movement with
play.
Cunha. I think after this break, Mbuemo will be fitter compared to what he
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Mbuemo and both
yeah.
Sesko. So I think Bruno gets there would be another breakup match, well, like break off match for Bruno where he gets like a two or three chunk of goals, like as an assist,
Mm,
like say one goal
mm.
and two assists or something like that. Crazy,
No,
some crazy
that's
match.
what I was.
Huh,
Same prediction. I
some crazy match will be there. I don't know which match. Maybe Leeds only. Who knows? Leeds is in.
even the match against Chelsea, right? It's an open game. I think I
Oh
see
yeah,
it
yeah.
being an open
Chelsea is
game.
a open game because Chelsea, if you like they score, you score like that. That is how
Yeah, yeah,
Chelsea is
yeah.
going. So if Chelsea scores three goals, you score four goals and win the match. Simple. It's
I paid it going the other way around, 4-3 to Chelsea. But I think United
Garnacho
still
will play
gets
against United, man. What are you thinking?
will
Oh
have.
my God, the legendary player. Three players joined
I'll
Chelsea because
reserve my comment there.
three players joined Chelsea because they have Champions League. Delap, Garnacho, and I forgot
Joao
one.
Pedro.
No, no, no. I forgot one more guy. I don't remember. Anyway, so three players joined Chelsea, and three players did not select Champions League, which is
Gittins, I think Gittins.
maybe. So three players
They
did.
spent 80 million pound on Gittins. They are not even playing in Premier League. Not even in the Premier League.
No, no. See, Rashford is in bench. Garnacho is on bench. Now tell.
Both of them are in. And they were like
They were like,
screaming.
"Oh, give us match, give us this, give us that." And Sancho, though, I am not even talking only. I don't know what he does in Aston Villa. I don't know. He comes up sometimes. He is there like the ball boy, but
Hmm.
I don't know what he does. But anyway,
He comes, plays 20 minutes and all. Same like Garnacho, same like Rashford.
I like meaning worst part seeing United for so long, right? People used to play for the batch. The day United players start playing for the batch, right? United is a team which has such a huge legacy, na. It will bounce back like
These
crazy.
players haven't seen the legacy. It is just because Bruno is just qualities apart that Bruno comes up with the goods.
Yeah.
Players like Casemiro has already done it for bigger teams and played big matches and big things. So he will obviously come with that mentality. Players like Garnacho, players like Sancho, who has
But
gotten some
Rashford has
amount of
seen,
life.
right? Rashford was part of.
Rashford was a huge mental break. I think even for us United fans as well, we would have loved to see Rashford thrive in United.
That
It
is a
was just
sad stuff, man.
sad stuff. Sad stuff happens there. Yeah.
Anyway, chalo, guys. I
Let's
think
wrap it up.
Yeah, this was a good discussion. So do like and share this video. I think there are a lot of things which have been discussed as part of this video. So do share your thoughts. We will have some snippets so that you can actually see our best moments out of this video. Plus, if you are new to the channel and watching us for the first time, we keep on bringing such kind of contents um, throughout our entire month. So do follow us, do subscribe to our channel so that you get notified whenever we release such content. So that being said, thanks a lot. This is Suman signing off, and thanks for listening. Thank you.
Bye bye.